This is the Evil Never Dies podcast with Brett and Carl. This podcast may contain adult themes, violence, and strong language. Listener discretion is advised.
We're slashing pussy in half. Give us an offer on our best selection of pussy. This is a pussy blowout. Alright, we got white pussy, black pussy, Spanish pussy, yellow pussy. We got hot pussy, cold pussy. We got wet pussy. We got smelly pussy. We got hairy pussy, bloody pussy. We got snapping pussy. We got silk pussy, velvet pussy, nalga hide pussy. We even got horse pussy, dog pussy. Chicken pussy, come on, you want pussy? Come on in, pussy lovers. If we don't got it, you don't want it. Come on in, pussy lovers.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Evil Never Dies podcast. I'm Brett here with Carl again. Sorry about the choking on the Ace episode last week.
Brett. I was me talking through most of it and Brett choking through the other half. But I think usually during the Kiss things and a lot of the music stuff, I do a lot of the talking. So
yeah, you're the Kiss freak. So yeah, and Carl's sounding like shit because he's sick. But
yeah, I'm not really sick. I got a head cold, so I don't know how long I'm going to last on this voice. I might not talk as much as normal. I'm sounding kind of like Robert Kennedy Jr. It sounds to me like.
Oh shit!
That same voice.
Got the RFK shit going on, huh?
I think I got that same voice.
Have you had your flu shot this year?
I don't know.
Well, don't get it.
I've took a flu shot since 1993 and it's never done nothing to me. I got the flu once, and like I've told many times, it was the same year there was an Ace Frehley concert, and I missed the Ace concert because I was about dead with the flu.
Oh, fuck.
So the flu shot works fine for me.
Well, last time I got it, like 2 days after I got it, I got the flu so bad.
Good. You probably deserved it.
Yeah, I probably did, but it was awful, dude. Sickest I've ever been in my life that I can remember, man. That was back in 2013.
You've told me that before, and I think I say every time you probably already had the flu when you got the flu shot.
I don't know, man, but it was bad. I didn't get out of bed for 3 days.
Well,
straight.
It was so bad that I missed the Ace Frehley concert the one year I got the flu. So, but this is a really bad head cold is all it is. And I've had kids around me nonstop for the past week. I mean, we've had kids here every day since last Saturday. We're just now free of them. So I probably caught something from one of them.
Probably after going to school, they've been off school all week. Still.
But I don't know who picked this week's episode. Was it a mutual decision?
I think it was a mutual. So
it is From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yes, it is from 1996.
Apparently, Robert Rodriguez directed it. I always thought it was Tarantino, but yeah, I think they both worked on this thing equally.
Yep.
But we're gonna move on from Dusk Till Dawn.
Crazy movie right here.
A really crazy movie, and I haven't watched it in a long time. So,
I hadn't either. It was good to watch it again. So
yeah, I agree.
All right. From Dusk Till Dawn, directed by, like you said, Robert Rodriguez. Quentin Tarantino did the screenplay, and the story was by Robert Kurtzman, who also his company did the special effects on this. It was still K&B back then, so produced by Gianni Nunari and Mir Tepper. Cinematography by Gilmero Navarro. Edited by Robert Rodriguez. You know, he's got a studio on some land down in South Texas there.
Yeah, there's a lot of studios in Texas now.
He's got a big studio and a big uh, editing stuff and all that kind of stuff. He was talking about that when he was on Rogan a couple months back.
I've always loved Rodriguez and Tarantino both.
Me too.
I just really like almost everything they've all either one have put out.
Musical score by Graham Revell. Production companies: Dimension Films, A Band Apart, and Los Hooligans Productions. Distributed by Miramax.
And that will lead to a discussion a little later of actually who the hell owns this movie, because Miramax went broke and all their stuff got released by different companies over the years, including what was that? I can't think of it. It's one of those cheaper companies that put out a bunch of crap, Miramax and Dimension Movies, and it's sort of hard to find some of these things now.
Yep.
We'll get into that after this.
All right. Release dates: January 17th, 1996 at Cinerama Dome. And then January 19th, 1996 across the rest of the U.S. Has a running time of 108 minutes. Country United States, English language. Had a budget of 19 million, and it brought back 59.3 million at the box office. So it definitely made its money back. And when Tarantino, he gets all these people that he works with, you know, actors and stuff. He always does a great job. They always do a great job getting these actors in his movies. So
yeah, they do.
Everybody did a great job in this movie too, by the way. All right, Carl, why don't you go over the plot?
Well, this movie is hard to plot because it changes directions about 10 times, but it starts out, they're in a coffee shop, restaurant, something. I guess it's a convenience store, actually. You got the two main characters, which is George Clooney and Quentin Tarantino. They're brothers who've escaped prison, and they've gone around and done a lot of killing of everybody. And are they trying to rob the place, or they're just trying? I know they've got these people kidnapped, and the local sheriff or deputy or somebody comes in, and they're trying to keep it from him. Well, it all goes to hell. They shoot everybody and burn the place down.
Yeah.
And off they go. Eventually, they end up in a hotel with the Harvey Keitel's character and his family. And pretty much, they steal their RV and they head down to Mexico. And they run into a bunch of vampires. And that's pretty much the synopsis of From Dusk Till Dawn. A lot of shit happens in between there. But it's sort of like I said, it changes pace 1,000 times. But at the root of things, this is a vampire movie, in my opinion. What do you think of that?
Action vampire movie, I would say.
Yeah.
Lots of action.
Yeah, there is.
Crazy action, too.
And Cheech Martin. I said his name wrong. I can't talk, dude. I'm going to lose my voice before this show ends.
Well, let's go over the cast real quick.
I can't even say Cheech's name. I'm so jacked.
Just say
and
Cheech.
I'm not drinking anything but black tea.
Black tea. Is it hot tea or cold tea?
It's cold.
Should probably drink some hot tea. Loosen you up a little bit there.
Oh, who gives a shit?
All right, the cast. We got Harvey Keitel as Jacob Fuller. He's like a lost his faith minister or whatever. Next, we got George Clooney as Seth Gecko. Quentin Tarantino as Richard Ritchie Gecko. Juliette Lewis as Catherine Kate Fuller. Ernest Liu as Scott Fuller. Salma Hayek as Satanico Pandemonium.
Pandemonium.
Yep,
I never knew what her name was in this movie.
that's her name. You learn something new every day.
I've learned something new. I've watched this movie 1,000 times, never caught the name.
Brenda Hillhouse as the hostage in the motel room. Mark Lawrence, old-timer motel owner. Cheech Marin, as he does 3 parts in this. He's a border guard guy at the border. And next he's like what do you call them? Like the old time anyway. He's at the a barker, that's what you call him.
Yeah.
His name is Chet Pussy.
Yeah.
And he also plays Carlos. I guess he's like a drug kingpin that you don't see till the very end of the movie. So, yep, Cheech did 3 parts in this movie.
He gets his ass kicked as the Barker guy.
Yeah, he does a great job in this, though.
He still gets his ass beat.
Next, we got Michael Parks as Texas Ranger Earl McGraw. Kelly Preston as the newscaster Kelly Hugh.
I didn't even catch it. She's in this movie. I don't remember.
I think for just like 10 seconds, maybe.
No, that's one lady that, she passed away. I was always fond of her.
Tom
John
Savini.
Travolta's wife, by the way. Yeah, Tom Savini's in this thing.
He plays Sex Machine.
That's a good role for Tom Savini.
Yep, he did a great job too.
He did.
John Saxon as FBI agent Stanley Chase.
I remember seeing him. Yeah.
Danny Trejo as Razor Charlie, and he was so young looking in this movie.
I didn't even I cannot believe he was that young, honestly.
But he was like almost 60 then.
Yeah, now he's like 112,
Yeah, he hadn't been out of prison too long when he made this movie. So next we got Fred Williamson as Frost. And he made a cool looking vampire too, dude.
Another great actor from the 70s.
Yep. John Hawkes as Pete Bottoms. And finally, we got Tito and Tarantula, the Titty Twister House Band. And the Titty Twister is I guess you'd call it bar or saloon club.
Strip club.
That they're all out of.
In Mexico.
It's out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
So, you got the 4K to this?
I don't think there is a 4K to this, to my knowledge.
Okay.
No, like I was talking about earlier, whatever happened to Miramax over the years, Disney had bought them at one point, and Mills Creek is who ended up releasing a lot of these movies on Blu-ray, and they were absolute pieces of crap. I mean, they were like in 2.0 stereo. The pictures were worse than the DVDs, and everybody was pissed that we were getting all these crappy releases. This Mills Creek. The DVD of this thing was really good when it came out, but unfortunately we were stuck with that crappy disc forever. But lo and behold, Lionsgate ended up releasing this thing, which is what I've got, which is out of print and worth a lot of money. And it's actually a 3-disc Blu-ray with 2 DVDs that have special features. The special features have apparently disappeared from everywhere. And after watching them, I can kind of see why. They really didn't add a lot to it. It was just more of a little documentary while they were making the movie and things. But yeah, this is the Lionsgate release. Since then, Paramount has put out a newer version with no special features.
Yep, that's the one I got.
Supposedly has a better picture.
Yeah, it does. The picture's good on it, but
yeah, this is not a bad picture on this one, but the Paramount picture is supposed to be a bit better. And I don't know who owns the Miramax catalog currently, but I haven't seen any of their stuff on 4K. So
wouldn't it be Paramount since they've been putting out the shit recently? Or
I don't know. Lionsgate had it for years.
It's just bare bones Blu-ray.
Yeah,
It
mine's
comes
got
with the digital copy. I think I got it on sale for like $11 on.
mine's got the 3 disc, and it's DVD, Blu-ray. It came with, this is so old, it came with the ultraviolet copy. So definitely an upgrade from that Mills Creek release, which was absolutely one of the worst Blu-rays ever put out. Not because of the movie, because that company is a shit company that sucks. Hopefully they're out of business by now. But this Blu-ray is okay. I'd give it about a 3. I mean, it's just about it's not because of the movie, it's because of the presentation. Lionsgate did a better job than the others did, but I did hear the Paramount copy you got has a slightly better picture and sound quality on it. But
Yeah, it does. I think they traded the upgraded picture, video, and the audio for the special features. So
yeah, which you're not missing anything. The special features weren't that great. So if you want this movie, go ahead and get that Paramount release, and that's about the best you're probably going to find at this point. I don't foresee this coming out on 4K.
all right. Got anything else on it?
No, that's it.
All
It
right.
just had a really wacky release history.
All right. Well, I guess we will let me see. I think there was some awards that they got for this for too. Awards. Yeah. Fangoria Chainsaw Award. George Clooney got Best Actor. And the MTV Movie Awards, he got Best Breakthrough Performance. And Saturn Awards, it got Best Horror Film. It won. It was nominated for Best Makeup, Best Director, Best Supporting Actress, Best Supporting Actor, and Best Writing. The Razzies, Quentin Tarantino was nominated for Worst Supporting Actor. The same for the Stinkers Bad Movie Awards. Yeah, he didn't. Good thing he probably didn't win, huh?
Yeah.
The soundtrack was pretty good. Uh, had some ZZ. Didn't ZZ Top do a song for this?
I don't know, honestly. I didn't really even look at the soundtrack.
Then they had some Stevie Ray Vaughan and his brother also did some tracks on this too, Jimmy Vaughan. And also the Chicano rock band Tito and Tarantula, who was the house band, like I said earlier. They were on the soundtrack also. And the Blasters did a song, Dark Night, which plays over the film's opening and closing credits.
Yeah, I like that.
They did a video game of this too.
Yeah, they did.
I didn't
There's
know
also
that.
2 sequels that were terrible. Straight to video sequels.
Yep, the sequel and the prequel.
I didn't even know it was a prequel.
Yeah, From Dusk to Dawn 2, Texas Blood Money. And From Dusk to Dawn 3, The Hangman's Daughter. I think that was the prequel. Nope. From Dusk Till Dawn 2 was the prequel. But I don't think Rodriguez had anything to do with this. Them did he? I don't think so.
Nobody did. They were just name only things.
Just
Probably
producers.
Miramax owned the fucking rights to the movie and put them out.
They were producers on the films, but probably just because they own the name, because they did the original. All right, let's go over some trivia, I guess. The humorous line, "No thanks, I've already had a wife," was improvised by George Clooney. Rodriguez never intended for it to be in the final cut, but after the studio included the line in a trailer, he felt obligated to include it in the film. Salma Hayek did not have a choreographer for her dance because, according to her, You can't choreograph the live snake she wore around her neck. So director Rodriguez just told her to feel the music and dance to it. Rodriguez used the same tactic with Jessica Alba in Sin City from 2005. Has a real fear of snakes and has always refused to be near them. Naturally, when she read the script, she knew her phobia would prevent her from taking the part. Robert Rodriguez conned her into thinking that Madonna was ready to nab the part instead. So Hayek spent 2 months with a therapist to overcome her fear.
Okay.
Madonna wouldn't have been very good at doing that, I don't think.
No. I mean, I don't like snakes either, but if I'm in a fucking movie, I'm just gonna deal with the shit. They ain't gonna
Yeah,
put nothing that's gonna hurt you in the damn thing.
yeah. Green blood was used for the vampires to get the movie past censors. According to the DVD featurettes, when Sex Machine is throwing around the other characters, Tom Savini actually punched many of the actors, including George Clooney. He wasn't holding back.
Of course not. That's our buddy Savini. Don't talk at conventions, punches real actors.
Quentin Tarantino originally gave the script to makeup effects technician Robert Kurtzman to direct. When he couldn't commit, Tarantino showed the script to Rodriguez, who eagerly signed on. If you look closely, when Cheech Marin is playing the customs agent, his name badge says Oscar Marin, name of Cheech's real life father, an LAPD officer. And there's a very cool Cheech and Chong documentary too. I think it's on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
It's very good. The band playing in the Titty Twister is we've already talked about that.
Yeah, we already mentioned that.
The lineup also featured Oingo Boingo drummer and Johnny Vatos Hernandez. The name of the movie is taken from the signs found on drive-ins. These signs indicate the length of the shows, which ran from dusk till dawn. The movie is full of references to midnight movies and films which were often intended for teenagers to watch late at night from their cars. Love the drive-ins. I'm gonna have to go over to the one over here on Panther Island or whatever it is.
Yeah, that one's still open. I don't know how long, honestly, with the land developments going on over there. So you might want to check it out while you got the chance.
Yeah, no shit. It's a newer type drive-in though.
That's all they got. I think there's one in
Ennis. There's one down by Ennis, I think.
Ennis, and there's one in I can't remember where. I want to say it might be Granbury, maybe, but I don't know if that one's still open or not.
Gotcha. Let's see here. Writer trademark Quentin Tarantino, Big Kahuna Burger. The fast food that Seth brings into the hotel clearly has the Big Kahuna Burger logo on the side of the bag. Big Kahuna Burger. Quentin Tarantino was originally set to direct the movie, but decided not to so that he could focus more on the screenplay and his role as Richard Gecko.
Yeah, I remember that. I was always wondering why he didn't direct it, and it makes sense because, yeah, he plays, well, basically the co-star with Clooney throughout the whole movie. Even though Harvey Keitel gets top billing.
Yeah, I know. Well, George Clooney, I think he'd just come fresh off of
ER.
ER.
He might have still been on ER. I think this
Might
was his
have.
first main big movie.
And a lot of people gave him shit for it too because he was so violent in it.
Oh, fuck all them people. I'm sure that George Clooney of now would never do a movie like this, but he's very anti-gun and stuff, so
Before George Clooney was cast, numerous actors were considered for the role of Seth Gecko, including Antonio Banderas, Steve Buscemi. I don't think he would have did a very good one.
Antonio Banderas would have been great in it.
Yeah.
Maybe just as good, if not better than Clooney.
Steve Buscemi maybe would have did a good Richie.
Yeah.
Michael Madsen, he might have did a good job. Tim Roth, he probably would have did a good Richie.
Yeah.
John Travolta.
No.
Christopher Walken.
No.
Jeff Goldblum.
I don't like Jeff Goldblum.
James Woods. He might have did a good
He
job.
would have been okay, but I still think of all the names, Antonio Banderas would have been the best.
And last but not least, I'll give you a wild guess. Who do you think it was?
Harley Race, the professional wrestler.
No, Robert De Niro.
He would have been terrible.
I think so too.
Wouldn't have fit the character at all.
No.
And I like De Niro's acting, but I don't think that would have been a good role for him. I think Pacino would have been better than De Niro.
Luckily,
neither one of them would have fit. I think, yeah.
Luckily, all passed because of scheduling conflicts. The only one who outright declined the role was Travolta, who said he had no interest in doing a vampire movie and instead chose to do Pulp Fiction.
Well, that was a good move on Travolta's part because he was fucking phenomenal in Pulp Fiction.
Yes, he was.
So great move.
Yep.
Things work out for the better sometimes.
It was George Clooney's idea for Seth to have a tattoo, having just seen Once Were Warriors from 1994. Juliette Lewis was cast because of her friendship with Quentin Tarantino. She previously appeared in Natural Born Killers, 1994, whose original screenplay was written by Tarantino. His draft would eventually be heavily revised, and he ultimately received a story by credit. And Tarantino liked her so much that he suggested her to play Kate. So if that was in 94, this was 96. So she was 14 when she made Natural Born Killers, because she was 16 in this.
I was going to say, I thought she was about 15 years old. I guess she really was then.
Yep. So she was really young in Natural Born Killers.
That's a movie I need to rewatch here one of these days. I used to watch that movie all the time.
It's crazy, dude. I watched it on mushrooms once. It was awesome.
Okay.
Originally, the Titty Twister Massacre and fight scenes were longer and a lot gorier, with more deaths of vampire. How could they have more? There were so many already.
When you said longer, I was going to say, why would it need to be longer?
Oh, geez. More deaths of vampires and humans before they were cut for rating and pacing. Some work print footage shows all the uncut scenes. Is there an uncut? I wonder if there's an uncut version of this.
There is from Natural Born Killers. That's actually became the main release now.
Okay, I think I got that on DVD, dude.
I might have it on Blu-ray still somewhere. I'm not sure. I know I had the DVD, and then they came. I think I've got that director's cut. That's all that gets released now, though. The long cut.
I don't even know if it's on streaming anywhere.
I might not be.
All right. Originally, Satanico Pandemonium was called Blonde Death. Quentin Tarantino decided to go for a Latino Mexican star, so he used Salma Hayek after seeing her in Desperado 95. The name Satanico Pandemonium came from the title of a gory Mexican horror movie of the same name from 1975 that Tarantino had seen on the shelves of the video store in which he worked. That's crazy how he worked managed a video store for years and wrote scripts while he was working.
Yeah, that's true.
Due to the heavy number of special effects, the film had to be strictly budgeted so scenes would not have to be out. This meant only 6 full body vampire suits could be made for the climax that called for many dozens of vampires. In the final film, the same six actors play all the vampires getting killed over and over and over again. In some shots, the dummies were made for shots where vampires exploded, as well as the puppets used for certain shots were placed in the background along with cardboard cutouts to create the illusion of large host of vampires. That's sort of cool. There's only 6 of them because there's a shot where there's like 30 of them. So must have had a lot of dummies and a lot of cardboard, probably more cardboard cutouts than anything.
Probably so.
Originally, Quentin Tarantino pitched this to John Travolta the same time he was preparing for Pulp Fiction. He was not interested and said, I would never, ever, ever, ever do a vampire movie. He ended up being nominated for Best Actor Oscar for Pulp Fiction for that year. And it revitalized his failing career, which is true. He hadn't done shit forever.
That's true.
Let's see here. Scott Fuller wears a shirt that says Precinct 13 on it in stencil lettering. Is a nod to assault on Precinct 13, 1976, which used the same lettering on its poster. Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez are fans of John Carpenter's films and did this to pay homage to his work. That's sort of cool. George Clooney was paid $250,000 for appearing in this film. Damn.
Yeah.
I wonder how much everybody else got. This was Quentin Tarantino's first paid writing gig. He wrote the script for $1,500. That's crazy. That's crazy. Then he got paid for acting too, so. George Clooney was picked partly because of his work on ER, and Tarantino liked the irony that Clooney had gone from saving people in the ER to playing a character who sends people to the ER. Oh. Quentin Tarantino wrote the script as a way to showcase the talents of a special effects company called K&B. In return, K&B agreed to provide the special effects for the ear scene in Reservoir Dogs 1992 free of charge. That's a good movie too, man. Ain't watched that in a while either.
No.
When shown on commercial television, the name of the bar is digitally changed to Kitty Twister with the neon breast blocked out. That's funny. Kelly Preston was offered the role of the newscaster after meeting Tarantino through her husband, John Travolta, while filming Pulp Fiction in 94. Yeah, she wasn't in it for but a few seconds, I think.
I'm sure I knew at some point she was in it, but I don't know.
Sex Machine's crotch gun. Sex Machine's crotch gun can be seen in Desperado from 1995 when they search his case and the false top starts to lift. Oh, that's cool. I haven't seen that movie either in a long time.
Yeah.
The exterior set for the Titty Twister burned down at one point. This caused great delays in filming. Other delays were caused by dust storms and the threat of union action because of the shooting with a non-union crew. And that was very unheard of to shoot with the non-union crew with a movie with that size of budget too.
Yeah.
So.
That makes sense.
When the opening credits finish and the geckos retrieve their hostage, we look from the woman's point of view from inside the trunk of the car up at the geckos. This, of course, the familiar type of angle Tarantino puts in all of his films. He does do some crazy camera work for sure. Let's see here. Robert Rodriguez operated the camera himself using a zoom lens. He would frequently zoom in during takes to make it appear as though there were more camera setups, a technique he had developed while filming El Mariachi from 1992. This is how many jump cuts into extreme close-ups on actors' faces were filmed. Well, that's sort of cool. Let's see here. Some of the body parts were from other films by Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez. Of course, you want to reutilize them body parts, man. We do.
Yeah.
We got some
I s-
old shit.
I was trying to find the arm that the werewolf used to hold so I could throw it on the ground for the dead Georgie, but I can't find it. And plus, it's too big for dead Georgie. So we need a kid's arm. So I'm looking for body parts as you type this or talk this or whatever you're doing.
Oh yeah, you're looking for body parts, huh?
For a kid's a cut off arm for Georgie.
Greg
Hey,
Nicotero, huh?
we got
What?
that garage booming. The kids were out there almost all day.
Really?
We've even got a witch altar set up out there for Scarlet.
That's funny.
Yeah, garage is kicking, man.
Oh, cool. Greg Nicotero served as makeup artist on almost all the films from Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino. Outside of his partnership, he has won 2 Emmys for his work on The Walking Dead from 2010. He also does a cameo in this too. Him and what do you call it? Sex Machine are in a scene together, sitting at the table. Do you remember it?
Don't remember it. No. Sorry.
The Titty Twister set was built in the desert in California. It sure did. Well, California used to be Mexico, so I guess it looks about the same. Tom Savina's vampire makeup took 3 hours to apply. Let's see here. Sex Machine's use of a whip to combat vampires is a reference to legendary vampire killer whip of the Belmonts in Castlevania from 1986. According to Quentin Tarantino, Rennie Harlan and Tony Scott were the first who showed interest in directing the film. Scott previously worked with Tarantino on True Romance. Man, Tarantino's just put out so many good movies, dude.
Very true.
Had something to do with it. Lots of good movies. The Fuller family are named after writer and director Samuel Fuller, one of the primary influences on Quentin Tarantino's and everybody's style of pulp cinema. Let's see here. Rammstein's video for Engel is an homage to this movie. I didn't know that. Can't tell what they're talking about because they're talking about singing in German, but unless you know German, you probably don't know that.
Yeah.
We've talked about a bunch of this stuff already, so that's about all I got for trivia. A lot of stupid stuff, but so who are you gonna go first this week?
You can go first.
Okay, I'll go first. Uh Special effects in this, you know, this was before the all the AI and all the bullshit started, you know. Still had all the practical effects.
I don't think they had AI back then. They
Well,
had
not
computer.
AI, you know what I'm talking about.
CGI.
CGI.
Brett hates AI,
I hate AI.
but he keeps trying to get me to make new logos and t-shirts with
I've
it.
been trying myself the last couple of days too. Can't get that damn thorn sign right.
No, it will not work on any of the AIs at all.
Uh,
They don't know what the thorn is. Look at that. I just added Peter Cushing on top of Christopher Lee there while we're talking.
all righty.
Yeah, back to your
Special effects,
synopsis.
top notch. I give that a 10, man, for sure. Everybody did a good job acting in this movie. Everybody. Even the little brother, for as little as he was in the movie. Everybody did a great job. Uh, just all the different camera angles with all the vampires and stuff flying around and shit. I bet they had a hell of a time getting all them angles right, for sure. Uh, can't say nothing bad about this movie, man. Everything was good in it, especially for a vampire movie. Different take on vampires. Uh, sort of a different look for them too. Everybody had their own look. They all didn't look the same.
Yeah, that's true.
The makeup and stuff. Uh, I'm giving this thing a 5, man,
A
for sure.
pure 5?
Yeah,
I didn't think you gave 5s.
I'm giving this one a 5. Ever since this came out, I've loved this movie.
I like it too, and I've always liked it. Honestly, I think the bad fucking home releases sort of ruined it for me over the years because the DVDs were terrible, man. I mean, the Blu-rays, so I keep watching it on DVD, and I was trying to purge all my DVDs out, and I just sort of lost track of this movie over the years till I finally got this Lionsgate release. Everything you said is true. Great special effects, great story. It's unique. You don't see anything like it. You don't know what you're watching because it flip flops from one way to the other.
Yeah, but it's part
Yeah,
action movie, part vampire movie.
yeah. Um, don't really know anything bad in it. I mean, it's fucking silly in parts for sure, but it's a Tarantino movie. Robert Rodriguez, both of them sort of have that silliness to them. Um, I can't say anything bad, but I'm not going to give it a 5. I'll give it a 4.5.
Okay.
Don't know that it was very inspirational for the future, but I don't know if it's aged as well as it probably could have at this stage of the game.
I disagree with you there.
Yeah,
I think it's aged good,
I
man.
don't know. I think I've just seen it so many times. It's just, I mean, a 4.5 is a good grade, so I'm not knocking it.
Now that I got the Blu-ray, I'm gonna watch it probably at least once a year, I'd say.
Yeah, I doubt that I will. I used to, but like I said, I think that crappy Blu-ray that Mills Creek put out sort of ruined the movie for me almost. Really hate that
Gotcha.
these movies are gotten lost in the shuffle, but maybe I'll pick up this Paramount copy eventually.
Yeah, since it's cheap,
Yeah,
or
because
maybe they'll
the special features are not worth the shit, honestly. I can see why they didn't even put them on there. But
maybe
yeah, I'll give it a
maybe
4.5. It's a good movie. It's a great movie. It inspired a lot. Nothing bad I can say about it. Like I said, I don't know. I just don't know that I enjoy it like I did 20 years ago.
exactly.
Doesn't have the
Exactly.
same impact to me.
I hear you. I hear what you're saying, but I
Yeah,
still
so
like it.
not down on it at all.
Okay.
Great. I recommend it to everybody if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, for sure. If anybody
Yep.
wants the digital copy, send me a message on Facebook. I'll give you the code. I ain't never gonna use the code.
Yeah.
So, but all
I
right.
guess that's all we got on it.
Your voice sounds better.
I guess because I've been talking, it sort of talked some of the crap out of my head. I don't know.
All right. That's all we got for From Dusk Till Dawn. Thanks for watching and listening. Check us out on all of our social medias. Group's been dead lately, man. I've been posting stuff, but a lot
I
of people's
haven't.
been busy with the holidays and
I
shit. It
haven't
always
even been
gets,
on the group a couple times. I don't think I've tried to post to it about once a week if I find something of interest. Usually it's music related.
it's the holidays. We understand, but
That Ace Frehley episode sure got a lot of positive comments on the actual YouTube page.
yeah, I seen that. Yeah, everybody loves Ace, man.
Yeah, a lot of I don't think I over talked on that one. I was afraid I was going to.
Yeah, it was just long enough.
Fire and Water was a free song, somebody pointed out. And I will truly say the late 60s and early 70s bands like that, I don't know shit about. Sabbath, which I'm wearing tonight, Zeppelin, and Deep Purple are the only bands from the late 60s and early 70s that I'm very familiar with until Kiss and Aerosmith showed up and a little bit later in the 70s. So I don't know anything about Free or The Who or any of them bands. So
Gotcha.
that's my disclosure for that.
All right. If you haven't already, check out Screamify. Get you 30 days free. You can check out a bunch of cool independent horror films, and we are also on there also, so you can check us out on there. But other than that, thanks for watching and listening, and we will talk to you next week. Stay evil, everybody.
Somewhere in the middle of nowhere, two of America's most dangerous criminals are headed for the border.
Earlier today, during a daylight liquor store robbery in Big Springs, the Gecko brothers killed another Texas Ranger. That changes the death toll to 16.
One night is all that stands between them and freedom.
Now, this is my kind of place.
But it's going to be one hell of a night. From Robert Rodriguez. From Quentin Tarantino. From Dusk till Dawn.